Good morning. Today, we will going to discuss about physical fitness test. What is fitness? Fitness is defined as a condition in which an individual has enough energy to avoid fatigue and enjoy life. Physical fitness. Physical fitness is the ability of the muscles to function effectively and efficiently without undue fatigue in work and daily activities. According to Dr. Aparicio H. Meki, consultant for physical fitness testing is not an end. It is a part of the process to create educated Filipino citizenry that is acutely aware of the importance of holistic wellness fitness of body, mind, and spirit. The skills we learn from the physical fitness will enable us to be more aware of living a healthy lifestyle to become physically fit. We have two components of physical fitness, namely health-related fitness and skill-related fitness. In health-related fitness, we have body composition, cardiovascular endurance, strength, and flexibility. While in skill-related fitness, we have coordination, agility, speed, power, balance, and reaction time. First, we will going to define what is health-related fitness. Health-related fitness is the ability to stay physically healthy. Body composition is the amount of total fat and muscles in the body. Next is cardiovascular endurance. It is the ability to exercise your entire body for a long period of time. Muscular strength. It is the amount of force your muscles can produce. Muscular endurance is the ability of the muscles to work for a long period of time. And the last one is flexibility. It is the ability to use your joints fully through a wide range of motion. Now let us move on to skill-related fitness. Skill-related fitness enhances one's performance in athletic or sports events. First thing to test in skill-related fitness is your coordination. Coordination is the ability to use senses and body parts in order to perform motor tasks smoothly and accurately. Agility. It is the ability to rapidly and accurately change direction of the whole body in space. Next is speed. It is the amount of time it takes to the body to perform a specific task. Power. It is the amount of force a muscle can exert. Next is balance. It is the ability to maintain equilibrium while is stationary or moving. And last, for skill-related fitness, is the reaction time. It is the ability to respond quickly to stimuli. Physical fitness test. The PFT or physical fitness test is a set of measures designed to determine a student's level of physical fitness. Physical fitness test is intended to two categories of physical fitness, commonly referred to health-related and skill-related components, as refer to those physical attributes which enable a person to cope with the requirement of daily living, such as cardiovascular endurance or stamina, muscular strength and endurance, flexibility, and the appropriate body mass index or BMI. Skill-related components are physical abilities that show potential for good performance in certain skills like running speed, agility, reaction time or quickness, balance, and coordination. There are some factors to be considered for you to be physically fit. Number 1, ability to perform daily activities without getting tired or fatigued. These daily activities are walking, shopping, going to the market, doing household chores, going to school, participating in school or classroom activities. Another factor is recreational activity. Recreational activity is having a personal time to do activities that individual love to do in spare time after doing their normal daily routine. This activity is what we call leisure that may include the following: disco dancing, reading books or listening to music, playing with your favorite sports, chatting and updating with your friends and relatives. Another factor to be considered is meeting emergencies. Emergency are the unexpected event that need to use our strength and energy unexpectedly. These include community involvement during calamities, grieving, facing or solving issues within the family and the community. Life is full of challenges. Setting your goal will help you accomplish what you wanted to be in the future. There are two types of goals must be taken into considerations: short-term goal and long-term goal. Short-term goal is a plan that requires a limited amount of time. For example, walking for 10 minutes when needed. Another one is the long-term goal. Long-term goal are the things that you wanted to become in the future and requires ample time for planning. For example, walking and jogging every day for 6 months to have a healthy lifestyle. There are 5 things to consider in setting goals. S, M, A, R, and T for SMART. S for specific. What exactly you want to achieve or accomplish. M for measurable. Write down amount, time, days, and other measurable factors to reach your goal. How are you going to measure and track it? A. Achievable. Does your goal is attainable and reachable? And ask yourself how you are going to make it happen. R. Relevant. Is the goal worthwhile? How important your goal in your life? T. Trackable. Set a deadline to meet your goals. Recording your progress helps you see what you have achieved. Now, you will undergo an assessment in order for you to determine your own level of fitness. The Physical Activity Readiness Questionnaire or Part 2. Answer the following questions to assess if you are capable of performing the suggested physical fitness test. Answer it by yes or no. Get a piece of paper to write down your answers. And at the end, we will going to assess your answers if you are capable of doing the physical fitness test activities or not. Number 1. Has your doctor ever said that you have a heart condition and that you have only do physical activity recommended by him? Yes or no? Next, do you feel pain in your chest when you do physical activity? Yes or no? Number 3. In the past month, have you had a chest pain when you're not doing physical activity? Yes or no? Number 4. Do you lose your balance because of dizziness or have you ever lost your consciousness? Yes or no? Number 5. Do you have bone problem, back, knee, or hip that could made worse by a chance of your physical activity? Yes or no? 6. Is your doctor prescribing drugs for your health condition? Yes or no? Number 7. Do you know other reason why you should not do physical activity? Yes or no? Last one. Do you have a diabetes or a thyroid condition? Yes or no? Now, let us assess the results. Take a look at your answers. If you answered yes to one of more questions, talk with your doctor by phone or in personal before you start becoming much more physically active or before you have a fitness appraisal. Tell your doctor about the part you and which questions you answered yes. You may be able to do any activity you want as long as you start slowly and build up gradually. Or you may need to restrict your activities to those which are safe for you. Talk with your doctor, or in case you may not be able to see your doctor, refer to your medical record and doctor's advice for the past 6 months about the kinds of activities you wish to participate in, and follow his or her advice. Find out which community programs are safe and helpful for you. Otherwise, if you answered no honestly to all part your questions, you can be reasonable sure that you can start becoming much more physically active, begin slowly and build up gradually. This is the safest and easiest way to go. Take part in a fitness appraisal. This is an excellent way to determine your basic fitness so that you can plan the best way for you to live actively. It is also highly recommended that you have a blood pressure evaluated. If your reading is over 144/94, talk with your doctor before you start becoming much more physically active. Note: postpone exercise if you have a temporary minor illness such as cold. Physical fitness test guidelines and procedures. Assessing your fitness. Health-related fitness tests helps you to define and improve physical well-being and your health as well. Follow the physical fitness protocol before conducting the test. Below are the list of physical fitness protocol. Number 1, prepare the following paraphernalia: first aid kit, drinking water, scorecard, and during testing, you will need a tape measure, bathroom scale, and L square for body composition, tape measure for flexibility, stopwatch, step box for cardiovascular endurance test, mat for muscular strength, stopwatch for speed, meter stick for power, tape measure, masking tape or chalk for agility, plastic ruler 24 inches for reaction time, SIPA or 20 pieces bundled rubber bands for coordination, and a stopwatch for balance. Number 2. Observe the following prior to actual day of testing. See to it that the testing stations are free from obstructions. The tests requiring cardiovascular endurance and those other tests which involve the same muscle should not be done on the succession. Record your results in the scorecard. Wear appropriate attire like t-shirt, jogging pants, rubber shoes, or any suitable sports attire. However, when taking the BMI, wear shorts. Conduct warm-up exercise before taking the test except the 3-minute step test. Scoring record the time in the second or minute. This is the example of physical fitness scorecard. The part 1 is for health-related fitness and the part 2 is for skill-related fitness. Our first activity in physical fitness test is to know your body composition by computing your body mass index or BMI. Body composition is the relative percentage body fat to fat-free mass. The formula for computing body mass index is weight in kilograms divided by height in meters squared. Let's take a look at the example. The weight in kilograms is 30 and the height in meters squared is 1.20 squared. Copy 30 as your dividend and multiply the divisor by itself para makuha mo ang 1.40. Divide 30 over 1.40 to get your BMI which is 21.43. Now, paano mo malalaman kung normal ang iyong body composition? These are the classifications to determine your body composition. If the result of your BMI or body mass index is below 18.5, your body composition is classified as underweight. If the result is 18.5 to 24.9, your body composition is classified as normal. If the result is 25 to 29.9, your body composition is classified as overweight. And if the result is 30 above, your body composition is classified as obese. Weight. Weight is the heaviness or lightness of a person. In this activity, we will going to use a weighing scale or a bathroom scale. Procedure. For the performer, wear light clothing before weighing. On bare feet, stand erect and still with weight evenly distributed on the center of the scale. For the partner, before the start of weighing, adjust the scale to 0 point. Record the score in kilograms. Scoring, Record body mass to the nearest 0.5 kilograms. Height. The distance between the feet on the floor to the top of the head in the standing position. Equipment. Tape measure laid flat to a concrete wall. The 0 point starts at the bottom of the floor. L is square and an even and firm floor and flat wall. Three-minute step test. The purpose of this test is to measure cardiovascular endurance. Cardiovascular endurance is the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessels to deliver oxygen to working muscles and tissues, as well as the ability of those muscles and tissues to utilize the oxygen. Endurance may also refer to the ability of the muscles to do repeated work without fatigue. There are three things to prepare before doing the activity. First, step height of 12 inches high. You also need stopwatch and the drum, clapper, or any similar device. 3-minute step test demonstration procedure. Demonstrated by Mr. Paulo Jonas M. Pagio. Procedures. Before starting the step test, record your pulse rate at its resting point. Count the pulse beat for 10 seconds and multiply it by 6. Position at least 1 foot away from the step or bench. At the signal go, step up and down on the bench for 3 minutes at a rate of 24 steps per minute. One step consists of 4 beats, that is up with the left foot, count 1, up with the right foot, count 2, down with the left foot, count 3, and down with the right foot, count 4. Immediately after the exercise, locate your pulse and count the pulse beat. Don't talk while taking the pulse beat. Count the pulse beat for 10 seconds and multiply it by 6. Push up. The purpose of this test is to measure the strength of upper extremities. As we have discussed, strength is the ability of the muscles to generate force against physical objects, equipment, exercise mat, or any clean mat. Push-up demonstration procedure. Demonstrated by Mr. Paulo Jonas M. Pagio. Straightens the arms, keeping back and knees straight, then lower the arms until there is 90-degree angle at the elbows. Upper arm are parallel to the floor. Procedures. Face down in the standard push-up position. Palms on the mat under shoulder, fingers pointing forward, and legs straight, paralleled, and slightly apart, with the toes supporting the feet. Push-up for girls, demonstrated by Miss Jessica V. Cordova. Procedure. With the knees contact with the floor, cross feet, straightens the arms, keeping back straight, then lower the arms until there is 90-degree angle at the elbows. Upper arm are parallel to the floor. Scoring. Record how many push-ups you can perform. Basic plank. The purpose of this test is to measure strength, stability of the core muscles. Equipment, exercise mats, or any clean mats. Basic plank demonstration procedure. Demonstrated by Mr. Paulo Jonas M. Pagio and Ms. Claret B. Pacumio. Procedures. Ensure the availability of mat, smooth flooring, or anything that can protect your forearms. Give the signal start or go and press the timepiece. Make sure that the back of your head, neck, spine, and ankles are in a straight line. Stop the time when the performer can no longer hold the required position or when the performer held the position for at least 90 seconds. Holding the plank position beyond 90 seconds is considered unnecessary. Next is zipper test. The purpose of this test is to test the flexibility of the shoulder girdle. As we all know, flexibility is the ability of joints and muscles to move through its full range of motion. Zipper test demonstration procedure. Zipper test demonstrated by Ms. Jessica V. Cordova and Ms. Claret V. Pacumio. Procedure. Stand erect. Raise your right arm, bend your elbow, and reach down across your back as far as possible. To test the right shoulder, extend your left arm down and behind your back, and try to reach or cross your fingers over those of your as if to pull a zipper or scratch between the shoulder blades. To test the right shoulder, raise your arm, bend your elbow, and reach down across your back as far as possible. Scoring. Record zipper test to the nearest 0.1 cm standard. Here is the example of how to score a zipper test. Sit and reach. The purpose of this test is to test the flexibility of the lower and extremities. Equipment. Tape measure or meter stick. You also need cardboard or paper. Sit and reach demonstration procedure. Demonstrated by Mr. Paulo Jonas M. Pagio. Procedures. Sit on the floor. Feet are approximately 12 inches apart. After the tester has positioned the 0 point to the tape measure, start the test by reaching the furthest point possible without bending knees. Slide the paper, reaching the farthest point possible without bending knees. Scoring. Measure the distance of the farthest reached. Record the score in centimeters. Paper juggling. The purpose of this test is to measure the coordination of the eye and hand. As we all know, coordination is the ability to use the senses with the body to perform motor tasks smoothly and accurately. Equipment. CPAP. You can also use bundled rubber bands or any similar local materials. Paper juggling demonstration procedure. Demonstrated by Mr. Rodolfo Pimimita Jr. Procedure. Stand comfortably on an area with no obstruction. Hit the sipa or rubber band alternately with right and left palm over your head. You can go around the area to hit the rubber bands or sipa as many times as you can. Scoring. Count how many times you hit the rubber bands or sipa alternately. You can try it only 40 times. After so, record the score. Hexagon agility test. Agility is the ability to move in different directions quickly using a combination of balance, coordination, speed, strength, and endurance. The purpose of this test is to measure the ability of the body to move in different directions quickly. Equipment, tape measure, stopwatch, chalk or masking tape, hexagon size. Length of each side is 24 inches. Each angle is 120 degrees. Hexagon agility test demonstration procedure. Demonstrated by Mr. Paulo Jonas M. Pagio. Procedures. Draw a hexagon. The length of each side is 60.5 centimeters. You need a timer and set it to 0. Start with both feet together in the middle of the hexagon facing the front line. On the command go, jump ahead across the line, then back over the same line into the middle of the hexagon. Then, continuing to face forward with the feet together, jump over the next side and then back to the hexagon. Perform the test both clockwise and counterclockwise. Stop timer after one whole revolution. Scoring. After the timer is stopped, after completing a whole revolution, record the time in the nearest minute and second from the timer. The lowest the time you get, the better. Next is standing long jump. The purpose of this test is to measure the explosive strength and power of the leg muscles. Equipment, tape measure or meter stick, or any measuring device. Standing long jump demonstration procedure. Again, demonstrated by Mr. Paulo Jonas M. Pagio. Procedures. Stand behind the takeoff line. The tips of your shoes should not go beyond the line. As you prepare to jump, bend your knees and swing your arms backward and jump as far as you can. Scoring. Records the distance of the two trials. Scoring record the best distance in meters to the nearest 0.1 centimeter. Next is torque balance stand test. As we have discussed, balance is the maintenance of equilibrium while stationary or while moving. Purpose of the test. The purpose of the test is to assess one's ability to maintain equilibrium. Equipment, flat, non-slip surface, and stopwatch. Torque balance stand test demonstration procedure. Demonstrated by Mr. Rodolfo Pimimita Jr. and Ms. Clarette V. Pacomio. Procedures. Remove the shoes and place the hand on the hips. Position the non-supporting foot against the inside of the supporting legs. Raise the heel to balance on the ball of the foot. Scoring. Record the time in the nearest seconds. Last is the stick drop test. The purpose of this test is to measure the time to respond to a stimulus. Equipment: 24 inches plastic ruler. You also need an armchair or a table and a chair. Stick drop test demonstration procedure. Stick drop test demonstrated by Miss Jessica V. Cordova and Claret V. Pacumio. Procedure. Sit in an armchair or chair next to the table, lower armrest on the table comfortably. The heel of your hand should rest on the table so that only the fingers and thumb extend beyond the edge of the desk or table. Place the heel of that hand on the desk so that only fingers and thumb extend beyond. Catch the ruler with thumb and index finger without lifting the elbow from the desk as partner drops the stick. Hold the stick while the partner read the measurements. Do this thrice. As the tester drops the stick, catch it with the thumb and index finger as fast as possible without lifting elbow from the desk. It is important that you react only to the dropping of the stick. Result: record the middle of the three scores. For example, if the score is 21, 18, and 19, the middle score is 19. Congratulations for performing the different physical fitness tests. And this is how we end our lesson for today. Good day ahead and God bless!